The first time Joseph dreamed, he didn't know heaven had begun writing on the walls of his life. He only sensed a strange pull, like destiny knocking on a door he didn't remember opening. His brothers saw the shift and felt threatened by a future they couldn't explain, only fear. So jealousy rose in them like a slow-burning fire. When they shoved Joseph into the pit, something remarkable happened. The world above him shrank to the size of a distant circle of light. But inside, a larger world began to wake. The pit was supposed to break him, but instead it exposed the truth. Sometimes God starts elevation by taking away every ladder. Sold as a slave, Joseph walked toward Egypt with dust in his mouth and confusion in his soul. Yet in Potiphar's house, a strange excellence emerged. An excellence forged out of wounds, not privilege. But just when his life found a rhythm, a false accusation wrapped chains around his destiny again. Prison was not merely a place for criminals. For Joseph, it became a crucible. Nights were long, prayers were raw, and dreams were quiet, except the two dreams that wandered into his cell one morning. Joseph interpreted them with the clarity of a man who had stared suffering in the face long enough to understand symbols of hope and warning. Then came Pharaoh's dream, 7 lean cows devouring 7 fat ones. Joseph stood before the most powerful man on earth, not as a beggar, but as a man who had survived God's curriculum. His interpretation shook the palace, and suddenly the pit-born Hebrew became Egypt's governor. But the real triumph wasn't the royal robe or the golden chain. It came the day Joseph's brothers knelt before him, unaware that the boy they betrayed now held their future in his hands. Joseph didn't retaliate. Instead, tears slipped from his eyes, not weak tears, but victorious ones, the kind that fall when a man finally understands the architecture of God's timing. "You meant it for evil," he said, voice trembling with revelation, "but God meant it for good." And in that moment, Joseph realized this. The palace wasn't the victory. The transformation was, God didn't just lift him, he reshaped him. From the pit to the palace, Joseph discovered that triumph is not the absence of trials, but the divine rewriting of them. If you love God, like and subscribe for more stories like this. God bless you.